I am live. I am live. Welcome everybody. A lot of my new videos will be straight off the cuff, meaning that I'm going to freestyle, meaning it's not. I have an idea of what I want to share. So what I would like to share is some charts. I'll do single charts because maybe you like this video and maybe you want to share it with someone regarding Bitcoin and Bitcoin specifically. The next video I'll do may be UPS. Then it'll be UPS specifically. So we're going to work on things like that, but I don't want to take too much of your time. I'm going to try to keep this video short and the rest of the video short because I want the information to get to you and for you to take action upon that information and us be able to make money through investing and trading. So we're going to go over Bitcoin. I do a lot of technical analysis only. Men lie, women lie, but numbers do not lie. And that's what I see in the charts. I see numbers only. So let's start off. I'm just going to start off with pretty much how I would take a look at a chart. I do have triple screens on. I use the triple screen screener method I learned it from Dr. Alexander Elder. One of his books was coming to my trading room. I was going to say coming to America. But so let's check this out. The first thing I want to do is find the price. The price right now of Bitcoin is 64,000. After that, I would like to look to the left and I want to find my support. So where did price make a pivot and come down? So I found the price. Now I'm going to look to the left and see where price made a high right here, right? It's pivot point. So it made a pivot point around 126,000. So I'll make a mark there. I like to use the Fibonacci, so that's what I'm going to use. Then I'm going to go down. Now you see the price is at 64,000. I'm going to look down to my left where it made a pivot point and came, let's say, up, right? So right around here. Within this range, this is all a range. There's no specifics. There's nothing specific that's like, oh, well, hey, at 52,000, it's going to turn around. No, that's not the case. These are just areas of where price made an adjustment or where money and volume came into the market and turned it around. So right now, Bitcoin is currently at one of those levels at 64,000, and it's been holding around that level since February 2026, right? Going sideways. So what I like to do, I always say buy wholesale, sell retail, or another simple way to put it, which is the way I have it on my Twitter, is buy the green and sell the red. This supply and demand method actually stems a little bit from Sam Seiden. He does a lot about supply and demand, and I would like to credit him to that method. And I did add my own sauce into it. That way I can do it the way I've done it and been profitable doing so. You can check out any of my posts and you'll see that. So right now, Bitcoin is at 64,000. In between 80 and 98,000, I would not touch it, meaning that I wouldn't even take profits. That's the equilibrium, or what someone else may call the fair value. We want to sell in the red or trim our position in the red because Bitcoin, in my opinion, can go a lot further, a lot higher in the future. That's a little bit of fundamentals right now on the chart. We just have 126 as the high, and the golden ratio is at 171,000. So that's how I like to start off. That is the monthly. Then I'll go down to the weekly. I want to get the monthly support and resistance because that's one of the strongest support and resistance. If it breaks past that or whatever the case may be, well, I just wouldn't go with that trade because the monthly is so strong. I'm hoping and looking for a reversal around that point. So I like to start off with the strongest timeline, which would be the monthly. Then you go down to the weekly. Now the weekly, the daily, and the 4 hours stay on my screen. The monthly is only on my screen when I'm doing the first initial support and resistance. So looking at the weekly of Bitcoin, we also go down to the RSI, which is another indicator that I have on. So with the RSI, price is undervalued if it's below that midline, and it's overvalued if it is above that midline. So me, I know for sure I'm not buying Bitcoin if it's above that midline. Currently, it's not above that midline. So I'm totally okay with looking for buys or accumulating Bitcoin around this price. And another note I like to add on to this is with the AWAP indicator here, this blue line. The way I keep it on there, is it something mandatory to have? No, I wouldn't say so. But I like to know that I'm buying below the average volume price. And right now, the current average volume price, where majority of people are getting in that Bitcoin just based on volume, uh, is 69,000. And I'm looking to purchase or trade underneath that. I only would trade underneath that as well. So that's that for as far as the weekly goes. Now you go over to the daily. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the chat. Um, yeah, feel free to post them in the chat. Feel free to post it on the comment as well. I did go live randomly, and I will, not probably, I will do a lot more of these to get more information out. Keep it shorter, but also to help other people invest and grow. And I think this is some information you can share with your family that will keep it kind of simple for them. And that's what I want to do. I want to keep it very simple because I believe that they made it so hard with some of the terminologies and the information, make you feel like you're going to lose all your money. It's so much stuff that they put out, and it's not so. It seems like it's to deter people or to take money away. It just depends which way you want to look at it. So back to the Bitcoin chart. On the daily time frame, and we're not going to worry about the 4 hour. The 4 hour, I pretty much use it for like an entry. But on the daily, I have the stochastics on here. So if the stochastics, if it's below the 50 mil line, that's a pullback. So if I'm looking for a buy, and I primarily only take buys, you can call me a bullish trader. So if I'm looking for a buy here, I want to go down to my daily and see that the daily stochastic is underneath the midline because it's like a dip. So I want to buy the dip and ride along with it. If you can, think about think about a ship, think about an ocean, right? When you get in on a trade, you want to get in at the low, or a surfer. I'll go with a surfer. As a surfer, you want to get in before the wave starts to increase, before it starts to elevate and go up. And it's the same thing with trading. Right now on the chart, there's a dip with Bitcoin. So getting in on a dip is not a bad thing because you want to ride it up. You don't want to buy at the high and then it starts coming down. You want to buy at the best opportunist time to do so. And look at it long term. None of my trades ever will be me talking weeks. I'm literally talking about months. So you have time to accumulate in between 52,000 and 69,000. And I'll keep you updated. Or if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask me as well. But that's the chart I want to show you with Bitcoin. I'll do more. It can be stocks, forex, or crypto. It just depends what pops up for me that I feel like is valuable for sharing. But didn't want to take too much of your time. Read the comment, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video. Very short, very brief, but I hope that you got some information from it so that you can use it and not abuse it, but also share it. So y'all take care. Have a wonderful day. I'm also on Twitter. I'm on Instagram, immaculatetony.eth. I'll see y'all soon on the other side. Stay blessed.